Hello, everybody. Does everybody hear me well? I see there are a couple of people here. Well, welcome. Happy to have you. I'll still wait a couple of minutes if other people want to join. And feel free to, if you have any question, to ask me before we start. While we're still waiting for some people, why not just start a little poll. Tell me if you have ever heard of Cesium before. And yeah, so I know who I'm talking to. Thank you. Great. It's 35. I think we start. So we are 50-50 on the poll. Don't stop it now. And just remove it. Okay. So welcome everyone. I'm Mounir Nejjaï from Cezium. I'm a marketing champion. I'm the co-founder of Cezium, and I'm here today to talk about our upcoming release, our upcoming spring release of Cezium Ads. And I'm just gonna explain to you what we do now, what we're gonna do in a couple of weeks. And if you have any questions, just put them in the chat. I'll try to answer along with the presentation. So here's the agenda I'm proposing to you. I'll start with a little introduction about Cezium, and then we'll jump in to talk about Cezium as the current product that we're working with, and what's in the next release, and how it will change for current users, and how new users will have to deal with the tool. We'll have a little session about audience management and how we deal with the sub key, as a couple of things are changing with the new release for the best, I hope. And we'll talk about control groups. We'll talk about our flagship for this release, the addition of meta ads. And you'll have a little teaser at the end about the summer release. So let's start about Cesium. So half of you didn't know who we are. So we are a Salesforce partner created in 2018. I co-founded it with two co-founders. And from 2018 to now, we have only been working on Salesforce Marketing Cloud. So we started as consulting partners here in France, and in 2021, just after COVID, we shifted to ISV partner, and we released, I think, five apps on the App Exchange. Anyway, TikTok Ads is the fifth one that we released, and it's currently our main product. So the point is, as we started as consultants, we saw a lot of things that we could improve in Salesforce Marketing Cloud in the day-to-day life. So the point has always been to help out users automate more, and well, it's an expensive platform. So if you can work better with it, you will gain a lot of traction. And TikTok Ads was launched 1 year ago nearly at Connections in 2023 in Chicago, so June of last year. And the moment we launched it, we had unusual traction and a lot of questions from clients about about this app, and all this was driven after we talked with everybody. All this was driven by the concerns about the third-party cookies deprecation. Salesforce is talking a lot about data cloud and the importance of first-party data, and matching audiences with social platforms, finding your customers where they are, where they're available to to listen to offers, um, just was not an option anymore. Um, and you could add to that the recent changes in Gmail and Yahoo policies, email policies. So people are looking more and more to use these social platforms for advertising with their first party data. We talked with nearly 100 companies since we launched the product, and it's not a choice anymore to combine email marketing and first-party social ads. Sometimes you don't get that email open, or you don't know if it was open, and you want to add another touch point. And social platforms are just the best way to reach out. We currently serve customers on mainly in Europe and North America. So I've put a couple of logos here. For if any of you needs references in their industry or geographical zone, just let me know. So I'd like to start with the current product. So TikTok Ads is on the App Exchange since June of 2023, and basically what it does for people who are familiar with Marketing Cloud advertising, it's nearly the same use case and the same way of using it. You connect your TikTok ad account to the app, you can create audiences, you'll be able to create these audiences based on data extensions of any type, by the way. You'll select the matching attributes that you want to use, and you select the refresh options, and you're all set. You can activate the audience and share it with TikTok. You can also use a custom activity in Journey Builder, so you can add subscribers or remove them from an audience from Journey Builder. A little difference with Marketing Cloud advertising here is that when you use our custom activity in Journey Builder, you can add or remove from and from an audience in as many journeys as you want. So with Marketing Cloud advertising, you're limited to the journey where you created the audience. With our app, you can use the same audience in as many journey as you want, and in the mode you want, add or remove, which also allows for a remove from all. And last thing we added, just like the free app that was released, is the capability to capture leads from TikTok forms. So you can just find the TikTok instant form that you created on TikTok ads and grab the lead data and import it to your Salesforce Marketing Cloud instance. So that's the current product we're working with. And a couple of months after launching it, we wanted to explore what we could do better. So we started working on audiences, but um, our customers started to push us towards new platforms, at least for us. And we started looking into Meta, by the way, but not only, but really the whole way to manage platforms. So let me just give you a little sneak peek of the next release. So the product is renamed now Cezium Ads, mainly because we will not just address TikTok anymore. So from the middle of April uh, and for after, you'll be able to use Cezium ads to create audiences for TikTok ads or Meta ads, which allows you to use them for ad campaigns on Facebook and Instagram. We changed a bit, as you can see in the screenshot, the UI and the UX, mainly to prepare what's coming next. We have a big roadmap for other features, other additions. We deal with audiences differently. So you're used to the Marketing Cloud advertising way of managing audiences uh, that we slightly modified for Journey Builder. So with this version, we're changing basically everything. I'm gonna deep dive into it just after. But if you look well at the screenshot, you may understand what's happening here. And also, we're adding another feature about control groups. Why control groups? Because there's no real way to measure performance when you're sharing audiences with so-called walled gardens. And you need to have a way to measure the lift of your campaigns. So let's start uh, with the audiences. So imagine if you could add any data source to an existing audience. So maybe imagine you're like me. I'm the kind of lazy guy. Today you're using Marketing Cloud advertising. You create an audience for maybe Facebook. You select your data extension. Maybe you create automations to refresh this data extension and there's a lot of work going on just to create the data extension that you'll be using in Marketing Cloud advertising for this specific audience. And 2 days later, whoops, you would have liked to add another little segment to this audience. What should you do? Should you replace the automation? Should you recreate a filtered data extension? Maybe deactivate the audience and start a new audience again? That's what was annoying in some way. The fact that once you chose the source, you were stuck. So what we did is that from now on, you'll be able to add as many sources to your audience as you wish. What does that mean? That means you can create an audience based on two, three, four data extensions, and also used in 5, 4, 6 journeys in add or remove mode. So that's what you'll be able to do. And what we'll do is that we will unify those data sources. So relying on the subscriber key, we will deduplicate your audience count. So either if you have, even if you have the same contact in 3 of the data extensions you're selecting as sources, we will deduplicate it in the audience, so you will know that you shared only one person 3 times. And also, the audience has become multi-destination. So when you're using Marketing Cloud advertising today, you share an audience with Facebook. And if you want to share it with TikTok, you have to create another audience and share it with, well, not TikTok, they don't have it, but with Twitter, for example. So what you'll be able to do is to create one audience and select 2, 3, 4 destinations, ad accounts that you're sharing them to. And so you'll be able to just have on the same screen, if you get back here, on the same screen, you see your match rate for each of the ad accounts that you connected for this single audience. This can change a lot of things in the sense that you can launch your ad campaigns, see if the match rate is good. If you have a very low match rate of one ad account, maybe suppress it just to optimize your media bidding. What we're looking for here is time. So no need to recreate 5, 4 automations to recreate the data extension. No need to deactivate audiences to add a data source or to add a destination. And we want also to have a customer-centric tool. When I'm on my audience, I know on each ad account it's shared, what's the average match rate, and with time going on, we'll be able to give back to brands as many information as we could calculate through usage. So as I said, we needed an enabler to be able to create these audiences and for them to be multi-source, multi-destinations, and that enabler is the subscriber key. Um, so it was not the case in the current version of our app. It was not mandatory that you map a subscriber key. But from now on, it will be mandatory that you map a subscriber key, or at least what we would call a unique identifier, because with this unique identifier, we'll be able to deduplicate the audience count in the case you have an audience based on multiple sources. We also be able to allow the additional removal of a subscriber from any journey builder, and we'll also be able to create control groups at the app level, meaning a control group that would be excluded from all audiences by default, or at a group level, a certain kind of audiences, or at the ad account level, meaning this control group would be excluded from all TikTok ads, for example. Any question? Is it clear for now? Great. I'll just put a little poll here about sorry. And just a small question about this feature. I'm binary, so I'm just giving you two options here. So, by the time you answer, just go on to the next topic. Imagine you could measure your ad performance. So, the real problem with audience matching today is that you don't know anything. What's happening is that you choose to match an audience, maybe 10,000 people with Facebook. You're sending the audience, and Facebook will reply and tell you, well, we matched 7,345 guys from our users, and you don't know who these people are. So, since you don't know who they are, since you don't know if the ad was really shown to them, you're a little blind on the effectiveness of your ad campaigns. And one way to do it is to use control group to be able to measure the lift. So if I'm using an ad platform and I'm excluding from all my campaigns the same population during a period, I'll be able to know if I retrieve this channel, if there will be any change in the performance of my campaigns. So that's why we're creating control groups. So basically, we want you to better understand the journey to create what we would call invisible observers, to be able to have a precise measurement of your ad performance. And the way it works, just like the audience, you'll get to choose your source, your destination, and the refresh setting. But unlike the audience, it will remain at the app level, meaning that we won't be using control groups as suppression audiences that will be sent to the ad platform. They remain at the Cesium app level, and the population will be suppressed before going before being pushed to the ad account. We're doing this because we're not really confident on what happens with suppression audiences or match audiences today. And I don't know if many of you are following the trial of Salesforce, but of Facebook, but some things are not really that easy to understand or to assess. So that's for control group. Thank you for the vote on the multi-source. And last thing about using a single audience with TikTok and Facebook. So that's really related to the addition of a new social platform. We're adding meta ads. So we wanted the first time we thought about it, we thought, well, I'd like to compare my match rate for the very same audience, and I'd like it to be um, like a real-time comparison because you always create audiences and they have automatic refresh, and then you ask yourself, well, I had 30% last week on this ad account, and I had 45 last week on this ad account, but would the difference would the difference be 15% this week too? And we lack this vision in marketing cloud advertising. So what we did is that we decided to make these audiences multi-destination. So you were able to have the same vision. By the way, I just put a screenshot here of that's because I do like it, but I do like dark mode. You'll have dark mode on our app from now on. But anyway, the point was you'll be able to seamlessly push to as many ad accounts as you want, the type you want. So two TikTok ad accounts, two Meta ad accounts with the same audience, you can totally do it. Um, so Another thing about this addition, we're adding Meta, and some of you may say, well, Meta is already covered by Marketing Cloud advertising. I just want to say a couple of things here. Marketing Cloud advertising as a Salesforce Marketing Cloud module doesn't have a roadmap anymore. Meaning, if you're looking at Salesforce roadmap on the marketing side and you're looking for sharing audiences with the social ads platform, you'll only find a roadmap for what they call ad audiences, which is a similar product but working only with Data Cloud. So if you're using a product with Salesforce Marketing Cloud, you'll be using Marketing Cloud advertising, but it won't be updated anymore. And from our perspective, what we're seeing is that there are evolutions coming. So things are changing. For example, lookalikes disappeared from LinkedIn last month. Google Ads changed the consent requirements um, for for their audiences, and other things are coming on Meta. And we thought that we could bring something to Marketing Cloud advertising current customers with our app. So we're adding new social platforms like Meta. We're managing audiences quite differently than Marketing Cloud advertising. You know that the economic model of Marketing Cloud advertising and ours is based on on audiences and audience activations. So the way we deal with audiences, you'll be able to use less activations that if you were using legacy products. That's why we're doing it this way. And also, we don't believe that this whole use cases should be addressed only from the data perspective. Meaning, for now, we're sharing audiences just like Marketing Cloud advertising with an additional channel, which is TikTok ads. But dealing only with data is not enough of added value. So you'll see new things coming around ad campaigns addressing first party data. And obviously, still no integration. You just have to install the app from the app exchange and you get everything running. So, a little teaser about the summer release now. So, just to finish with the spring release, it's set to be live by the end of April. It's still in beta with some of our customers. And for the summer, we have prepared a couple of things that we're working on. So maybe you have guessed, but more social platforms, lookalikes, maybe more sources. I won't explain more. Let it be a teaser of what we mean by more sources. And a surprise, which I didn't talk about the whole session. I think it's time for me to wrap up. Do you have, we still have a quarter here for maybe question and answers. Do you have any question to ask me? Everything clear? You're waiting for something else? Just look in the chat. Yep. So I can see in the chat. If you have any question, please ask. Still here for a while. Well, I think it was more clear than I thought, and and I didn't struggle too much. So thank you all. The recording will be available as soon as I hit the end live button. You'll receive a link. You'll be able to access the recording. If you have any question, please reach out to us. And I was happy to host you today. Thank you all. Have a nice day.